They say we're exaggerating. They called us crazy. They called it political tension. But today, the mask have finally slipped in Benin City, Edo State. Guns fired, glasses shattered, vehicles destroyed, supporters injured, all in one day. Chief Peter Obi, a former presidential candidate of the Labour Party, was attacked at the residence of Chief John Oyegun, a former APC national chairman. Now, what we are talking about is not just intimidation, but attack on lives and property. Today, we are talking about a day democracy almost died in Edo State. This is RagingHotMic, and we are going deep into the plot to silence the opposition in Nigeria. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening to you wherever you're watching me from. If you're enjoying my podcast, smash the like button, follow, subscribe, share, and drop the comments. You don't need to agree with me. You can have a different opinion, but just know that you're always welcome on my platform. Now let's go deep. On February 24th, 2026, Peter Obi was attending the former defection of Olumide Akpata, the former NBA chairman or former NBA president. Akpata was defecting from the Labour Party to the ADC. Gunmen in unmarked Sienna SUV and motorbikes first went to the secretariat of the ADC in Benin City, destroyed it, then followed the the convoy of Peter Obi and John Oyegun to his residence. There, they not only shot at his gate, they destroyed the vehicles parked outside, destroyed the glasses, and injured so many supporters. In essence, Peter Obi, John Oyegun, and Olumide Akpata nearly escaped death. It would have been another story. Now the question is, why this attack? Why is this attack coming a few months to the election? It's very clear this attack is politically motivated. It's extremely clear. Every sign leads to politics, to the election. And the question is, must everybody belong to the APC? Is this the democracy we've always preached about? Is this the democracy we learned from the Western world? Is it what we are practicing? Are we practicing democracy like it's practiced in the Western world? Is this China where you only have a one-party system? And you will ask, these are the same individuals in the APC that claim to have fought for democracy. These are the same individuals that said that they are the ones who fought for democracy in Nigeria. They fought the military. They sacrificed their lives for democracy. They've turned around and they are as bad, if not worse, than the military. Now, investigations are still underway. It's not concluded yet. I don't think it will ever be concluded. Listen to me, this is Nigeria. It will always remain inconclusive. You can trace it back to several politically motivated assassinations, threats, displacement of lives and properties, and nothing was done about it. Nigeria has a history of that. But this is different because the smoking gun is right in our face. And what is the smoking gun? Okay. Let me take you back to July 2025. Listen to this statement by the governor of Edo State, Senator Monday Okpebholo.
He cannot come to Edo without telling me, because his security will never be guaranteed. Whatever happens to him when he's in Edo State, he will take it. I am serious about it.
In public, and it was recorded, and he did not deny it. It was clear. I read, if Peter Obi visits Edo State without clearance from me as the governor and chief executive officer of Edo State, then Peter Obi's security will not be guaranteed. Peter Obi's security will not be guaranteed. That is what he said. That Peter Obi's security will not be guaranteed. If anything happens to him here, he will have himself to blame. The chief security officer who collects security votes, who collects billions from the federal government to secure the lives of individuals, is a right. It's not a privilege. The right to life, to security. This is why the government is the only one that provides security. So he says, if Peter Obi visits Edo State without my permission, his security will not be guaranteed. If anything happens to him here, he will have himself to blame. I'm not joking. This is called premeditated denial of protection. This is what you call this. It's been planned. Premeditated denial of protection. That means ahead, so many months, so many years, so many days, it has been planned to deny you that right of protection. Do you understand? So when a governor says your life isn't guaranteed if you enter his state, and then gunmen trail you to a private residence and open fire, this is no longer politics. This is a hit. This is premeditated denial of protection. And I will take you back to Section 4 of the 1999 Constitution, which guarantees freedom of movement. The governor was not there when the Constitution was written. I don't know where he was, because I don't know how old he was. So his statement is against the Constitution that he vowed to protect. Section 41 of the 1999 Constitution guarantees freedom of movement. You don't need the governor's permission to move. Are we in China? Are we in North Korea? Even China, you don't need the governor's permission to move. This is sort of thing they practice in North Korea. What does it mean by you need his permission to come to his state? Who is he? Yes, you don't need that. Because if you now start looking for permission from governors in order to come to each state, that means you won't easily move around. The governor's job is to protect. That is a fundamental human right. That's not negotiable. That is not something, we can't even go there. That is a slopey slope. That is a rabbit hole we can't come out from. So I don't understand how the governor, and he wasn't invited by the DSS to clarify. El-Rufai has been invited by the DSS to clarify. Every opposition member is invited by the DSS. But the governor is not invited. And he didn't even take his statement back. Instead, he doubled down. And all of a sudden, Peter Obi has been attacked. And you think we cannot deduce one or two from it? I'm not accusing the APC, I'm not accusing the governor. All I'm just saying is that the same hits or the attack on Peter Obi is exactly the same thing he said. So he should explain to us why he said this, and less than 6 months, exactly what he said has happened. Even if they don't know what happened, the supporters do that, because a governor cannot make such a responsible statement. Nigerians, do you believe that is your taxpayers' money that is used to fund your security? It's your fundamental human right. You pay your taxes. They've changed the way taxation is being done in Nigeria. They've done it in such a way you can't escape being taxed. They've brought France, they've brought everybody. So you must pay taxes. And if you pay taxes, your lives must be secured. Okpebholo was in the APC when the PDP, Obaseki, was the governor. Did Obaseki stop him from campaigning? Did Obaseki tell him local governments he cannot visit in order to campaign? Did he need clearance from Obaseki before he campaigned? So what is he talking about? I don't understand. The supporters are as crazy, or even if not more crazy than the leaders. How can a leader say that, if I am not joking, if he comes to this state without informing me, if anything happens to him, then he should blame himself? Damn. In a law court, this is very, very clear. This is premeditated denial of protection. You've established a motive already. Because first of all, in the legal system, first and foremost, you need physical evidence, DNA, the dead body, the gunshot or the gun, where the person was at the time of the crime. Where were you? You have to explain yourself. Do you have an alibi? Once you establish these three things, you need a body, I need maybe the gun, whatever. After that, you establish a motive. Establishing a motive is sometimes is difficult, but you have to establish them. This is why he did a financial motive, whatever, political motive. So once you've established these two things, physical evidence, the case is good. It's good to go. So already we have motive, political motive. And it's not like we are adding 2 or 3. It is extremely clear, because he made it clear that his security won't be guaranteed. And he has gone to Edo State, and his security wasn't guaranteed. His security was compromised. So Peter Obi and the APC are under siege. Yes, they're under siege in their own country, in a government that claims they fought for democracy. So they fought for democracy to establish a one-party system. Because there's no how people are going to ride in cars. This is the same Edo State where an individual was beaten and dragged to the palace of the Oba, and none of them have been arrested till today. He was stripped naked. A movie producer, renowned movie producer, stripped naked and beaten. The same state. A state where there's no longer opposition. And this is the same government that claim they've delivered dividends of democracy. They've been in power for 3 years now, yet they're still acting like they're in the opposition. So if you've delivered dividends of democracy, why are you scared of election? Why? I'm asking. If you are convinced that you've done a good job and people will vote you, why are you scared of elections? If not the mode of election, transmission of results, you change it to transfer, you change it to the IREF or the INEC officials can either choose to transmit results live results, or do the transmission later on, or manual collation. After several years, we are back to manual collation. They will tell you we are not yet there, but we are there to be taxed. The taxing is done in such a way that is like it's done in Western world. But when it comes to election, we are not yet there. The same government that had 3 years to prepare for election is still claiming we are not yet there as regards telecommunication, as regards network coverage. But the network coverage organization, or the independent network people that provide network coverage, the MTNs, the Globalcoms, all of them are saying they are there, that more than 98% of Nigeria is covered, that we can do it. But the government is holding us back, yet they are approving over $600 million for election. Make it make sense. The Senate have just asked for another fund apart from the $600 million. This is Nigeria election is more expensive than Pakistan, Brazil, and Bangladesh that has higher population, and these countries transmit results as soon as it's done. But we are not yet there yet. So when bullets replace ballots, it's no longer democracy, it's dictatorship in disguise. I don't care what you tell me. Now we have one party agenda by APC, where governors are running to the APC. Governors who they always claim they want to align to the center. To the center for what? You have your allocation from the federal government. So what are you aligning to the center for? You don't need to be in good terms with the government. In America, you have a Democratic Party, you have Republican governors, you have Democratic governors. When a Republican is there, they don't need to be there. The governor is elected, the president is elected. You do your job, I do my job. I'm not there to frolic with you. I'm not there to be best of friends with you. I'm here to deliver dividends of democracy. So what are you going to the center for? Align for what? Don't you have your allocation? What has aligning the center with? What does it have to do with the people? What does it have to do with the people? This is systematic operation. Yes. We have to do better. I bet you, even 1 year from now, these individuals who did this deadly act will not be arrested. We won't hear anything about it. The APC will claim there's internal fiction between Senator Roland Owe and John Oyegun, as if people cannot disagree. Then a political party, disagreement is normal. It's a must. That is how you grow. The tent should be so big, it can contain everybody. Even after disagreement, you have to agree. So Senator Roland Oyegun ordered Roland Owe ordered the hits, and he was in the same place. So what if the hit mistakenly hit him? What if the gunshot mistakenly hit him? Make it make sense. 80-year-old man. What are they talking about? Do they all agree in the APC? So have they been attacked? This is a sponsored hit. This is politics. It is clearly politics. And if the government is denied it's not a sponsored hit, then let us know who did that. Bring the perpetrators to justice. We want to know who are the individuals and why did they do it. We have to do better. We have to do better. Thanks. Like, subscribe, and follow. Bye-bye.